Hello Leo, my name is Alison and you are with Healing Dove Tarot. Today we're going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you from the 24th of September until the 1st of October. Now Leo, before we get started, I just want to let you know that on the 25th we do have a full moon in the fire sign of Aries, your sister sign. Now this full moon in terms of relationships is really going to test us, okay? It's going to bring any tensions that you have for those that are in couples right up to the surface. It's all about ego-centered wants and needs. So if your thoughts have been a little bit scrambled lately, if you are feeling 1 minute really analytical, the next minute really emotional, this would be why. It's really going to bring up a lot of stuff, particularly for those that may have had addiction problems in the past, any kind of prejudice, any kind of that negative stuff in your relationship or in your partner's past, okay? If you find yourself that you're at a little bit of a stalemate during this week, or even as soon as you watch this video, like as it comes up to it, just ask yourself 3 questions. Should we be competitive or compromising? You know, often that's the thing in relationships and with arguments. It's always about the win-win. You know, is this the battle that I need to win? Is this a deal breaker for me, or can I be more compromising? Can I relent? You know, can we work together? So is this something that we can actually work through? Is this something that we can't? You know, sometimes it's a matter of, okay, well, I guess we have to agree to disagree. Like, we're not going to be able to get through this. And sometimes I think that's okay to actually just honor that and say that. And then the third one is about, you know, feelings. And this is the big one about this whole full moon, right? It's like, should we boldly express our needs, or should we find delicate ways to make others understand what we need? You know, it's like, do you just come out, bull out of a gate and say, I need you to do this for me? Or is it more like a real subtle, it would be really great if I could get your help on this? So those are the energies that are around us at the moment. Just wanted to give you the heads up so you know what's going to be around you in case you are feeling that, so you know about the tension. It will shift by the end of the week as we get closer to the new moon, but that's what's around you now. Leo, but let's get started with your reading. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Hermit. So there could be a Virgo that's quite prominent in your life, or this could just be talking about you using your intuition and going within. Okay, trying to find balance when it comes to your love life, trying to really understand what it is that you want and where you're going. You are ending a cycle, Leo. You have the World card here as your overarching energy before you go into the next week. Okay, so as I said before, we get closer to that new moon. Most people are ending cycles at the moment. Full moons always speak about endings. They're about closing one door so that you can open another. But you're coming up really strong, Leo, because I have the Knight of Swords coupled with the Sun, which is your card, right? This is beautiful energy. It's about taking decisive action when it comes to your love life, making a choice and actually celebrating that choice, okay? So for those that are single and looking to date, I have obviously another Leo on the board. I also have a Virgo, a Taurus, a younger male air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or what else am I seeing? Or a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I really feel like it's more about you making a conscious choice about either the role that you play in your current relationship or the new relationship that's coming in. And I feel like as you get to the weekend, you are going to speak your truth about what you need, because you've had enough. Right? This is the Knight of Wands running towards the 10 of Wands. It's like, just like feeling burdened and overwhelmed. Okay. And I think your last reading was all about finding balance. And I can still see that here. You are going to be victorious when you speak your needs. Okay. So don't be afraid to speak up for what you actually need. Perhaps just be cautious of the language that you use when you do so, because you are going to be very clear cut, direct and dry. As I said, this cycle is ending for you. So if you felt that tension, if you've been having a few challenges in your relationship, if you've been kind of arguing backwards and forwards, and that's coming to an end. For those that are completely single, this is a really, really good week for you. This is kind of like an energy cleansing week. You're actually getting the clarity that you need to figure out the kind of relationships that you want, okay? I feel like you're ending a karmic cycle. I feel like you both are. You're ending this karmic cycle. You've learnt a certain lesson. And I know that some Leos have been having it really tough, but the World card doesn't just come up. It's one of the most rarest cards you'll see that will pop out, because it's actually telling you that whatever this lesson is for you, coupled, singled, kind of dating, whatever it is, you've learnt that lesson, okay? You no longer have to keep repeating that same lesson until you get it. And that's awesome, right? And that's also why you have the sun here, yourself coming up, your energy being really bright. You know what I'm talking about. You know what that cycle is for you that you're kind of ending and moving on from. And in terms of love, that's what we want. We always want to be constantly improving on ourselves and growing and evolving, because then we're living in authenticity and we're attracting the right kind of love in our life, and we're also giving out the right kind of love. Yeah. All right. So Leo, let's have a look at singles. I don't see a lot of new love coming in this week. I feel like that'll be at the new moon for you. Okay. If you are looking for love, new moon. There it is. Where is that card? It just jumped. Yeah, believe and succeed. Beautiful. 6 of Wands. That's a repeating card for you. Look at that. I love when it does that shit. Really good. This is a card of success, of victory. As I said, gorgeous week for singles. You're just kind of really understanding who you are, what it is that you want, and you're going to start attracting that into your life, okay? And for couples, it's healing. You're ending this cycle. Please show me, what do couples need to know? Additional guidance for couples, Leos and couples, from the 24th to the 1st of October. Thank you, Spirit. Please show me just one card. What do they need to know? There it is. Yeah. I could see it. I could feel it. Never-ending story. But it is ending. Okay? All right, I'll explain this in a minute. All right, so singles. Believe and succeed. Okay, this is a really cool kind of card because it speaks about success, right? Let me read for you the keywords. Confidence, achievement, inspiration, and recognition. And it says, faith is powerful and can bring about amazing results. It's important at this time to believe in yourself and your aspirations regarding love. Think and act as if all that you desire is actually achievable. Your confidence will send a signal to the universe that you're ready to have that perfect relationship with a spouse, partner, parent, sibling, child, or friend. The energies of success are around you. Use them to achieve your dreams. What was I saying about actually really ending this cycle so that you can now attract this person in? You're ending this karmic cycle. You're letting it go. Boom, done. No longer in your life anymore. Now it's time for new love to come in. Yay! All right, and couples. We have, all right, couples. Really speaks about what's been going on. I said it was all about ego in the beginning, right? Keywords: self-criticism, the wounded ego, and unnecessary dramas, okay? And it says, sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing. What did I say? Didn't I say that? But you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. That's actually harder than most people think. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all of the narratives. None of them were true anyway. So this couldn't be more relevant for what I was saying in the beginning, okay, about the full moon and the ego and about all this stuff coming up about having scrambled thoughts. 1 minute you're analytical, 1 minute you're emotional. It's all lies with the story that you tell yourself. And you've got 10 of Wands here, you've got the World. You're finally snapping out of this energy. You're ending this karmic cycle. You're learning not to be so harsh on yourself, Leos, because when it comes to love and connections, you are so loyal and you love so deeply, but sometimes you are so self-critical on yourselves. You could almost mistake you for a Virgo. And for those that are on the cusp, that's where it comes from. But this cycle is ending, okay? Catch yourself. If you catch yourself doing a negative story, if you catch yourself like, I never attract love, this always happens to me, and pull yourself up on it, okay? Because it's time for it to end. It's going to end. The energy around you is telling you that you're ending this karmic cycle, but you also need to be aware of it. And if you're watching this, you are spiritually in tune. So there is your message. There is your invitation. All right, my lovely Leos, I hope you found this reading helpful. I certainly love doing it. It's an interesting week for you. Write in the comments, let me know how you're doing. If you like the video, hit the likes button, and I will be back with you next week. Take care.